Thank you so much indeed for your time. How worried should the government of Pakistan be about the Baloch Liberation Army? Has something changed in that group's attitude and tactics?
No, the Baloch Liberation Army has been a part of Nexus for a long time now, creating trouble in the Pakistani western borders, especially bordering Iran. Balochistan is actually got a unique geography. It's 1/3 of the Pakistani territory and just about 12 or 14 million people there who live there. So it's very sparsely populated. And to be able to reach every point in Balochistan is a challenge for, of course, the governments as well as for any kind of support activity that must be carried on. So when you look at all these dynamics, you realize that there is open spaces that any dissidents or BLA who are now called a terrorist group by the United Nations as well as declared by the government of Pakistan for a long time now, along with other criminal elements, tend to create difficulty for Pakistan. It's basically a terror economy built around the nexus of criminals, the terrorists coming from Afghanistan, as well as those bordering from the bordering regions of Iran, as well as these kind of groups that tend to call themselves nationalists and carry out these operations against innocent Pakistanis. I mean, the people who were killed yesterday, for example, taken out, identified by them, are all Punjabis who were laborers and who were day workers who come to Balochistan to do their jobs, menial jobs that, of course, are required for any society. So when you look at this, they are basically targeting or trying to come in and focus on the people from other regions, especially Punjab. So that's the story that they want to build on. That's the narrative that they want to build on. But they're losing out because obviously they do not have the numbers, one. Secondly, the state of Pakistan is still trying to look at it as a point of how to fight the counterinsurgency rather than taking it as an operation which needs to eliminate these kind of individuals.
Do they have any popular support in Balochistan? For people who don't know Pakistan, it's a huge country. People speak different languages. In the northwest frontier, now called Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, many people will say, first, I'm a Pathan, that's my tribe. Second, I'm a Muslim. Third, I'm Pakistani. Does the BLA have popular support amongst the people of Balochistan? Do they feel different to other Pakistanis?
Look, Balochistan has been a part of Pakistan for the last 76, 77 years now, ever since Pakistan came into being. So there's no question about the Baloch not being Pakistanis. They are governed by their own people. They have their own assembly. They have their own province. Like any other province of Pakistan, Balochistan is a province, which is actually led by the Baloch themselves. How and why the progress in terms of economic development or an opportunity has not been equivalent to, let's say, for example, Punjab, which they look at with some bit of rightful envy, is the reason why how such a large area was not being able to reached by governments over the periods of decades now, who've been getting the funds but not been able to reach there. So it's a combination of many factors. I think the government of Pakistan has over the years tried to give extra funds and benefit to the people of Balochistan. Currently, there is, of course, a huge amount of progress and development going on in terms of the Chinese investments in that part of the world to ensure that they are able to, the benefits can reach to the common man and to the common people. And when these groups from the outside are basically on behest of enemies of Pakistan, and I can tell you, I mean, there is Iran from where they're located. There is Afghanistan on the right side, on the north of it. And then you have Indians' influence in Iran and Balochistan and Afghanistan, which of course tends to show itself in terms of the money that gets supplied to these groups. And therefore, a nexus is created of crime, money, terror, as well as some sort of a dissidence, which gets together and therefore creates this terror economy and from which they all benefit. So let's say Pakistan has to fight on many fronts. It has to fight what is currently, of course, the enemies of Pakistan. And I don't want to name India entirely, but why not? India is at the behest of everything that goes on in Iran at this time, especially on the borders of Pakistan, as well as Afghanistan, unfortunately. And that is what the world calls out at this point of time. Otherwise, Pakistan it's a part of Pakistan, and Pakistan must do all that is possible to provide to the people of Balochistan as well as defend its people of Balochistan.
Ambassador Shahzad Chaudhry, thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.